One of my kind-minders, one of our, well, actually, there's a few, but one in particular had a nasty accident about a month ago and has had some quite significant surgery. She's now officially bionic, I call her. She's got lots of bolts and bits and bobs in her leg. And someone shared an absolutely beautiful poem by John O'Donoghue. Um, and it's helped me to share it with a friend who's been given an unexpected diagnosis as well. And there's lots of fear abounding, and obviously for everyone. My friend has a young family, and it's really difficult. So I thought today, whether you know someone or you don't, whether you are that person or you're not, I thought this would be a lovely practice and a great reminder. There is so much gold in this particular poem. I think it's one of the best John O'Donoghue poems I've ever read. And it gives us many, many invitations, especially around silver linings. And if you remember, or if you're new, silver linings are what they sound like. Can I find the silver lining in this situation, which can be very difficult if you're in pain or suffering from a serious illness. And there's lots of beauty and love and real, quite challenging, provocative questions in the ability to practice um, self-kindness, practice compassion towards yourself in this lovely poem. So I'm mixing it up. I'm going to start with the poem, and there may be one line that really touches your heart. It may not be something that you want to listen to, and just if so, just focus on your breath. You may immediately have someone in mind that you'd like to send compassion to. But my number one message today is to remember to include yourself if a loved one, a dear friend, family member is ill. Because whilst, of course, they may be struggling, we need to acknowledge actually this one also needs compassion for the fear, the sadness, the worry that may arise in us. Sometimes being the witness of someone's suffering can be just as hard, especially when the feelings of helplessness might arise. So I hope this will be a real contribution to your awareness. Let's drop in. We'll have a few moments to settle, and then I'll read the poem, and then we'll let this lovely meditation, we will both give and receive compassion, and to remember that love is present. I sat with Chris Germer a few days ago in one of his classes, and he really reminded me that love is present. Love is at the absolute core of compassion and self-compassion. It's love in action. So this is our chance to be love in action for ourselves. So settling in, if you haven't already closed your eyes, please let the body soften and settle. You may like to place your hands over your heart. Feeling the warmth of your connection. Perhaps with a gentle press, you can feel your heart beating. And today we will be opening our hearts, opening the door to our hearts, even if there is difficulty, heartache, sadness within. This is the reason we practice. Not to make it all better, not to fix or change anything, simply to tend to this precious heart. And today we'll be offering this love, our compassion to another, if that feels good. So taking a slow, loving breath. And as you breathe out, allow everything to soften, settle, feeling the support of the surface you are resting upon. Gently releasing, relaxing, letting go. And allowing John O'Donoghue's words to gently enter your heart. For a friend on the arrival of illness. Now is the time of dark invitation, beyond a frontier that you did not expect. Abruptly, your old life seems distant. You barely noticed how each day opened a path through fields never questioned, yet expected deep down to hold treasure. Now your time on earth becomes full of threat. Before your eyes, your future shrinks. You live absorbed in the day-to-day, so continuous with everything around you that you could forget you were separate. Now this dark companion has come between you. Distances have opened in your eyes. You feel that against your will, a stranger has married your heart. Nothing before has made you feel so isolated and lost. When the reverberations of shock subside in you, may grace come to restore you to balance. May it shape a new space in your heart to embrace this illness as a teacher who has come to open your life to new worlds. May you find in yourself a courageous hospitality toward what is difficult, painful, and unknown. May you learn to use this illness as a lantern to illuminate new qualities that will emerge in you. May the fragile harvesting of this slow light help to release whatever has become false in you. May you trust this light to clear a path through all the fog of old unease and anxiety, until you feel arising within you a tranquility profound enough to call the storm to stillness. May you find the wisdom to listen to your illness. Ask, ask it why it came, why it chose your friendship, where it wants to take you, what it wants you to know, what quality of space it wants to create in you when you need to learn to become more fully yourself, that your presence may shine in the world. May you keep faith with your body, learning to see it as a holy sanctuary which can bring this night wound gradually toward the healing and freedom of dawn. May you be granted the courage and vision to work through passivity and self-pity, to see the beauty you can harvest from the riches of this dark invitation. May you learn to receive it graciously and promise to learn swiftly that it may leave you newborn, willing to dedicate your time to birth. And just letting the loving, kind, and compassionate intention of this poem scintillate through every cell in your body. The invitation to open to a place of courage, of willingness to make space and to listen. Just resting here. No need to strive or seek the words or try to remember anything. Simply just allow the beautiful energy, the love, the kindness, the wisdom hold you now. Drawing your awareness deeply inside. Resting in your heart and feeling the support of your breathing. It's wonderful, effortless rhythm that supports you without you having to think or do anything. You may notice how your in-breath is nourishing and your out-breath is soothing. This in-breath can be for you, breathing in some compassion, maybe some courage, or pure love. Whatever you need, let the in-breath receive it for you. Filling your own cup as much as you need. One gentle in-breath at a time. Nurturing and nourishing yourself. If you feel ready, you may like to turn your attention to your out-breath, offering this soothing, supportive out-breath to a loved one who may be struggling or suffering in some way. letting this gentle out breath flow love and compassion to your loved one. Letting the process be gentle and easy. And of course, if it is your body, your mind or heart that is suffering right now, then remembering you can do the U-turn and let this tender out breath surround you in your love and compassion. Doing what feels just right for you. And knowing that our breath is naturally a tender rhythm of both inhalation and exhalation, finding a balance now that feels really good for you. Breathing in some love and compassion for you and your needs, and breathing out some love and compassion for your loved one's needs. Breathing in for me, breathing out for you. Letting it be an effortless, generous flow in for me and out for you. One for me and one for you. And if you would like to readdress the balance, if you feel more caring, would like to be directed toward your loved one, then offering that in a way that feels right for you. Maybe 1 for me and 10 for you. Finding the direction and depth of flow that feels appropriate and full of ease. Remembering to always include yourself. And along with your breath, you may like to surround yourself or your loved one with light, with sound, with any vibration, any offering that feels just right for you. Maybe there's some words that would like to be spoken deep in the well of your heart. And if so, let it be so. And when you feel ready, slowly and gently drawing your practice to a close. Perhaps returning your hands to your heart, remembering that this resource of love is infinite. You and your body, your mind and your heart offer infinite support, infinite opportunities to practice, infinite possibilities for growth and deepening of your understanding of yourself and the world. So with a lovely, soothing breath, gently release your practice, perhaps softly opening your eyes with a stretch and a yawn, and a smile and a wiggle.